Hello. Welcome to Styx, Master of Shadows. I'm your host, the Social Solipsist, and I've got a story to tell you before we get into this. This is going to be the first game I record on my new PC, because, without getting into all the details of why I haven't switched to my new PC before this, suffice it to say that I spent most of the weekend absolutely ruining my life by getting back into heroin. Sorry, did I say I meant Civilization, Civ 6. I started playing Civ 6, and then about 14 hours into my first full playthrough, uninterrupted playthrough, I was rudely interrupted, having just barely started, when my power supply gave up the ghost. So that was a sign that it really wanted me to switch to my new machine. The new machine makes me a little nervous, if only because it doesn't have a new PSU in it. The power supply that's in my new machine is actually an old power supply that I had as a backup, because the one I bought for my new machine was bad and I had to send it back, and then all the shit going on right now happened and everybody's out of stock, and so I only have one good PSU in the house instead of 3 or 4, which is what I usually have. So it's a bad situation all around. Plus, now I don't have access to my old machine, which has all my drives and things, and it's a whole thing. So, yeah, I'm doing my best, and hopefully I've set this all up. I had to obviously do all the setup from scratch for OBS and everything, so hopefully this is all working. The test recording seemed okay, so anyway. Without further ado, this is Styx, Master of Shadows, which is a game I've been meaning to play for a while. Now, it's an older game. It's from 2014, I think. It's kinda indie. It's got mixed reviews. I have no recollection of how I got it, although it was almost assuredly in a Humble Bundle. And we're gonna give it a try. I don't know if this is gonna be a long-term thing, but part of me just wanted something different to put on the channel. Well, I didn't go as far away as I wanted. I wanted something that wasn't a, like a dungeon crawler or another super, dour RPG type of thing. Something a little bit different, so at least having it in third person, which is, I believe, what this is, should make for something a little bit different. But I had a bunch of other things lined up, and I realized, boy, those are all really similar to what was already running, and I just want to mix it up a little bit. Although, maybe you guys feel differently. Leave me notes. So, we're going to start this, we're going to see where it goes, and we're going to see if I continue to play it for any amount of time. Oh dear. I want to go for normal, but I am aware that people think some of it is kind of janky. Oh, I think we'll go for normal. I do want to say, despite the fact that this is all default font, like sans serif nothing font, I do kind of appreciate that they've got this floating background new game. It's not good looking, but it's they did something. It's not just, text. So I kind of appreciate that. I don't know why why I noticed that, but yeah, stood out to me. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully the audio's at a good level as well, but I guess we'll find out that as well. That's a cool piece of art. I don't know what that is. Is that how you spell reminiscences? I guess so. It's not a word I see very often, I guess. An enemy who took out his weapon because of a threat will be oh, those are tooltips. Okay, I thought that was an
the
intro.
Atrium of Akanash. A world shut inside another. This is what humans do when they don't understand a thing. They build walls around it. They put locks on the doors, and they put soldiers in front of those doors. The bigger the secret, the bigger the lock. And the craziest are those who want to pick it. May my ancestors forgive me. I'm one of those, to my misfortune. This noise. These voices. I can't stand it. Amber. That damn golden mud oozing from the heart of the world tree. A magma of sticky dreams. All the thoughts of those who wanted to taste the forbidden sap. Humans. Elves. All their private little chatters mixed up in this disgusting soup. A flood of ideas constantly flowing into my head for all these years. It took so long for me to find this place. With each step, I heard my voice a little less, and all the others a little more. I'm so tired. It's time to finish it. While I can still recognize my own thoughts. The heart of the tree. It's why I'm here. That, at least, I'm sure is my own desire. Take possession of this source of infinite power, but also misfortune. It's time to move to the first phase of the plan. Drop your weapon. And it starts now.
All right. Really good voice acting.
All right, beast. Wake up. Answer when Lord Barnaman speaks to you.
Mediocre writing.
Who are you? Speak.
Some interesting world building and nice voice acting from the main character there.
There's a surprise. The elves give names to their monsters.
Where do you come from?
God, I wish this
I've
video
never seen
was
anything
better.
that looks like you.
I am one of a kind.
It's not just
It's
low
the elves who
quality, it's
created it,
charming,
Father.
too.
That's obvious. They pulled this runt out of their sticky larvae, and they sent it here to spy on us.
Speak. Is it the elves who sent you? Why are you here?
Elves. If you only knew. They don't need spies to find out what's going on in this accursed tower.
So, you're working for them. What did you come here for?
I came for the heart of the tree, of course.
I knew it. Those degenerates want to retake the tree and keep their precious amber for themselves.
Even the mixing's
Father,
pretty
we
good.
must
It's
bring them
not
to heel
amazing.
while we still
It's
have
pretty good.
time.
Enough, Aaron. I secured this alliance with the elves, and I intend to respect it. For the moment,
I
we
realized I
need
had
the
my mic
elves.
turned down a little
You know
bit,
it
so
very well.
maybe I'm a little louder now.
Rubbish.
I'm looking at the
Oh,
mixer.
yes, you do need the elves. How many of you poor little humans died the last time you tried to extract amber by yourselves, huh? How many? Hundreds? Oh yes, you do need the elves. But they don't need you. How long do you think you can lock them up in their own world? The amber is theirs. The tree is theirs. The heart of the tree is theirs. And I intend to get my hands on it and take it away from here.
They're dying to get their tree back, eh? But they won't do a thing. We have an agreement.
An agreement? We don't sign agreements with people who have amber in their veins. You're out of your depth, Mr. Governor.
Oh, you've got some nerve. I'm sure you've never even seen the heart of the tree.
Oh, but I have seen it. Since I've been holed up in the bowels of the atrium, I can see it night and day, even in my dreams. And every day I say to myself, hey, Rakash, the heart of the tree is over there, almost within reach. And by your life, you're gonna find some way to steal it, because you're not leaving the tower without it.
Kinda confusing, but
The heart of the tree, yeah.
alright. I finally have control.
What?
The mouse is very slow.
Where was I?
I'm not sure whether this is going to want me to use mouse and keyboard or a controller, or if it'll matter
What
much.
did I do with my dagger? I feel naked without my dagger.
There's a decent amount of video options that I briefly scrolled through, but this could use some anti-aliasing. I turned off a few things that I just don't like depth of field and motion blur and bloom, because I find them really irritating. I don't even know what these mean, but Yeah. I guess there's a decent number of options. For some reason it scrolls infinitely. Also it scrolls really badly, like it's expecting a controller, but not as bad as some games, I suppose. Anyway. I can save already. Interesting. It's got an actual manual save system. That is kind of a surprise.
Find it quick.
Lots of third-party adventure games, or action adventure are kind of tend to be the auto-save type, at least these days. Oh, that's interesting. This is very much more like the like action adventure games of like the early to mid 2000s. Jump and hang on. You're very agile. You can jump and hang on to anchor plates or ledges using the jump button. Hold down the jump button to remain hanging from a ledge without climbing up. Okay. It is also possible to grab a ledge below Styx if you approach it slowly, crouched or standing. I've got a pretty decent jump, too. No double jump. What's that bar at the bottom? Is that my health? Alright.
I should be able to climb up there.
Ooh, the camera's, yikes. Can I adjust that? It's a little floaty, which I think you could see how it was, like, kind of shifting around, but it's also extremely fisheyed. But I don't think I have any control over that. I didn't see anything in here. I do appreciate the subtitles were on by default. I didn't even touch that. Seems like that's it, though. I'm going to turn down the global audio just a little bit because it looks like it's a little too loud for you guys, maybe. Guess I'll find out when I check the recording, but okay. I don't think I'm going to fix the camera. Oh, that was interesting. Ooh, I'm not sure I like that. Okay. Forward and space. And it said hold it? Oh. Okay, what's weird... Okay, what's weird is if you hold... So it's weird to begin with that you hold not to jump up. To, like, prevent yourself from jumping up. I also can't mantle the corner? That's weird. It's also... This is left, this is right. And then if I press W, it doesn't put me over the top. It instead goes whichever way the camera's facing. Huh. Oh, okay. I don't have to hold space the whole time. I just have to hold it when I land, I guess. So that's an improvement. Boy, that is not signaled very well that that's a thing I can... Oh, no. Well, okay. Maybe it doesn't want me to do that yet. Camera sort of does its own thing a bit. Okay, so I'm starting to see... So I've got, like, amber in my arm there. I don't know what triggers that. It's just doing it here. Why? Oh, maybe it's a HUD thing. It's like telling me... Maybe it's telling me how much light or darkness there is. That would be an interesting, smart way to do that, to minimize the HUD. I do wish my... Hold on, am I crouching? Oh, I am crouching. So the crouch is a toggle. My bad. Okay. Do I jump higher or the same? Technically I jump higher, but I think my feet land at the same level.
Did you see the dagger that Duncan found? I wonder where it comes from. It's not from here.
Yeah, well, don't get excited. We'll play for it with dice tonight. In the meantime, keep your hands off.
Okay, okay. I'll wait till tonight.
You know what this reminds me of? Both like aesthetically and in tone. Kingdoms of Amalur.
They must be talking about my dagger.
I don't know that any of my current viewership has ever watched my Kingdoms of Amalur videos. That's like, oh, come on. Okay, so there's nothing sticking you to the balancing there. So you do have to be a little careful.
I should drink this flask. It would perk me up a little.
I appreciate that the game, like, so there's a lot in this aesthetic already that I appreciate. Like, is it the most high quality, high resolution, you know, photorealism, all that? No, of course not. But like, there's a lot of detail. They put light sources and stuff. The design is pretty good. The fact that like, they easily could have not made me a like 3-foot character, but they did. And like, just that alone makes this interesting. Doesn't necessarily make it good, but it's like interesting and different. The idea that there are very few games where you're genuinely, you feel the sense of exploring a world that is not yours. Oh, interesting. Boy, I have lots of... I got hops. The waypointing system is a little bit messy. Be careful. Unable to defend yourself, you must avoid being detected until you find your dagger. To move silently, crouching will... To move covertly, crouching will soften your footsteps. Man, yeah, this needed some... Where does this actually come from? I don't think... Hold on. Let me take a quick Google, see what it tells me. Oh, is it? Hold on. It's currently 80% off on Steam, so if you're at all interested in this, it's $5.99 right now. I mean, it's pretty cheap pretty frequently, so. Where is this from? Developed by Cyanide. Where are they built? Where are they based out of? Paris. Alright. Not English. Let's see. Second studio in Montreal, which is also not an English-speaking place. But this is from the main studio, so. Anyway, yeah, French. To move covertly, crouching will soften your footsteps. This is the best way to surprise or avoid your enemies. However, be careful where you put your feet as enemies react if you knock into objects. Interesting. That will be a make or break in terms of... Boy, there's some annoying shit in physics-based games.
Who goes there?
Oops.
All right.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, it took control from me. That's just a fail. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, you know what? That seems like as good a place to cut as any. Yeah. I'm going to cut the episode, check the video, or check the audio, well, on the video. Make sure everything's good, and then I'll see you guys next time.